And welcome back to J&J's Lowdown. So today's show is going to focus on some new technology, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the new video games. But what we really want to talk about is the new Project Scarlett coming from Xbox. This is the new Xbox. I don't know if anybody's seen it or read any reviews or what they're coming out with, but this thing's going to be awesome.
I think so. 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X.
4 times more powerful. This is going to be redefining video games.
Yeah. Allows for 8K, which we talked about in the last video.
Right.
120 FPS.
Yeah, 120 frames per second.
Yeah. I know where my money's going in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already ready to sign me up.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have possibly another camera installed on it.
Yeah.
The Kinect was such a fail. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I mean, well, when Xbox One first came out, always on Kinect means it always scans your room.
Yeah.
I mean, the backlash from that was...
Oh.
I mean, it was so much they had to change it and make Xboxes come out without the Kinect. Like, I don't even have a Kinect because of that.
I don't have one.
And I'm not, like, super worried about Big Brother because, I mean, Big Brother's everywhere anyway. But
sure.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. But I didn't want to pay the extra for the Kinect. And secondly, I had no need for it. And I didn't need it to just scan my room all day long.
No, I didn't either. But I'm telling you, folks, if you have not started reading some of the specs and some of the trends coming out about this new Xbox, you've got to check it out. This will completely change video gaming forever.
Well, yeah, I mean, every console does.
Yeah.
But it is going to literally
It
change
literally
video
changes.
gaming forever. Because the other cool thing about it is ray tracing.
Yeah.
I actually read about this. It's actually, it's a dedicated, I think it's dedicated software, hardware, I don't remember now. But it's dedicated to this. They actually done it. And the way it works, ray tracing, if you don't know about it, is it makes artificial light act like real light.
Right.
I mean, so like in old school video games, when you walk up to a mirror, they have to program in your character in an identical room behind that mirror, which means that mirror's not a mirror. It's technically a window in the video game that they make it. They have to program that, so it actually has to be another room behind it that they program in. With ray tracing, that's not going to be the case.
No.
When you look at yourself in a pool of water, the game is rendering that as you do it, which means it's actually going to look like a mirror image. It's not going to be something they had to program in, which is going to open up so much more processing power for the things that matter.
Absolutely. And talk about the speed. The speed that this thing is going to produce. When you go on Game Pass, which we love, instant downloads almost.
Yeah.
No more sitting and waiting for 2 hours for your game to download before you can play multiplayer. Yeah, you can start a quarter of the way through, but you can't play multiplayer till it's completely finished installing.
You can't even play the full game.
Right.
I mean, it stopped me like halfway through the campaign in one game. I don't remember what game, but that was aggravating.
This is almost instant download.
And able to turn your hard drive into a virtual hard drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how that's going to work, but if it's cloud-based, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it.
And the loading times.
Oh,
did you
my
read?
goodness.
40 times faster than current gen. 40 times, which means they're looking at a lot of games. Like think about games like Skyrim, the online MMORPGs like Elder Scrolls Online, Neverwinter. There's not going to be loading. I mean, literally, you're not going to have a loading time. You're going to go from outside a city to inside a city with nearly zero loading.
Just smooth playing.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to create something where your loading screen is actually you doing something.
So the game's probably going to be waiting on me.
Yeah, basically. Like, would you push the button already?
You know how many times you've been sitting there like, I'll check my phone and just wait for it to load.
You look back up and something's attacking you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't either. I mean, 40 times faster loading screens. I mean, every gen gets so much better.
It does.
I mean, I remember the loading times on, when PlayStation first came out, the original PlayStation.
Right.
Back before it was called PS1.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just PlayStation. And you'd have those loading times where it'd be like 2 minutes. And it would just be you looking at something spinning.
Yep. Spin.
Just spinning. And it would even have hints. I'm going to miss the hints.
Yeah.
They're going to have to incorporate hints. Because that's one of the best things about games.
Well, now you have to pause and go read the prints.
Yeah. Pause. I just wasted all the loading time. I'm going to search this real quick. I mean... But yeah, I guess that's one thing that I am going to miss now that I think about it is the hints. Because
the tips that they used to give you.
Yeah, because during the loading screens, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you don't read the tips during the loading screens, you're missing out. Because
you really are.
Most games, especially ones that don't handhold, like Dark Souls, Kingdom Come, Lord of the Fallen, a lot of those have tips in between loading screens, and those tips have allowed me to figure out how to play the game.
Right.
Because it's stuff it does not tell you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one thing I'm going to miss, but really, is that something I'm going to miss? No. I'm not going to have time to miss it.
No.
So, Project Scarlett, if you haven't looked it up, definitely look it up. It's going to come with a hefty, and I do mean hefty, price tag.
Oh, yeah.
But it's supposed to launch 2020, so they're probably going to launch it like they do with every other Xbox. They're going to launch it in November.
Gotta be.
That's right. And more than likely, there's only going to be about 7 of them.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be, if you want to get it for your kid or you want to get it for you, the real kid,
you better pre-order as soon as the day it drops.
Yeah, because there's going to be people doing exactly what they did with the Xbox 360 and Xbox One. They're going to be pre-ordering multiple of them, sell them on eBay for 3 times the price.
Which is a good idea.
It's a terrible idea.
No, that's a great idea. We need to do that.
That's terrible.
If you'd like to get the new Xbox, come to our links down below. We will sell them to you once they're sold out. That's a great idea.
It is okay. So it is a great idea. Herein lies the problem. Do you want to be that guy?
No. I'm going to pretend I'm him, and I'm going to sell you the Xbox.
You want me to be that guy. Folks, if you see me out there, I promise you, hey, it's not me selling these Xboxes. It's going to be this guy. But so. Project Scarlett, when it drops in November next year, and we'll keep you updated. I mean, we're going to keep going with this because that's what this channel is about, is the video games. And video game systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to get me an Xbox One X, speaking of which. That's my next big purchase. I don't know if I want to hold out now.
I almost think you should just wait.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to wait.
Yeah.
I mean, because I really wanted the One X.
Right.
Because, I mean, it already comes with, I don't think it does natural 4K, does it? It
No,
does 4K.
4KX.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost 4K. It looks like 4K, but it's not. So, but yeah, definitely wait for this to come out. If you're thinking about getting an Xbox One S, or there's Xbox One S, that's the slim version. X is the good one.
Yeah.
There's the digital only that's just came out as well.
Yeah, and I'm not fully digital. I don't like the full digital yet.
I think the issue that I have with the full digital, and it's the same issue that I have. The only, and I mean this in such a minuscule way, the only issue I have with Game Pass. If you lose internet connection, what can you no longer do?
You can't play.
And with the digital only, I have to have an external hard drive for all the games that I have. I've got 100 and some games ready to install, not including the 80 that I already have installed.
Sure.
And I've got to swap them out when I want to play them. So the issue that I have with the digital only is most of my games now are digital just for the ease of use.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like having some that are hard copies. I like the special editions that come with the special stuff that you get in the mail. You don't get that with digital. You
don't. And so, in today's technology, as we're moving forward, we are losing some of those collectibles that you've gotten. For those of you who got the old Halo and you got the helmet that come with it.
I had the Halo 2 with the silver, the metal case.
Yeah.
I had that thing for years, and I ended up giving it to my cousin because he wanted it. But it's those kind of collectibles I think we're going to lose with that digital edition. Now, if you don't care about that, if you just want to play games, which a lot of us do. I don't get collectibles for everything.
But as you get older, you will collect stuff.
Yeah.
It does happen.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And you will get a bigger house to put all the new collectibles in.
Yep. Or storage shed.
But that's the only issue I have with the digital only. But if that's not something that bothers you, I think it's a great purchase.
Yeah.
There's no more disc to worry about. There's no more red ring of death, which, the one doesn't really have. But I did have my reader go out and have to send it back, and now it's outside of warranty, so we'll see how that goes.
Right.
But, yeah, Project Scarlett, like I said, definitely check that out. The next thing we actually want to talk about is, speaking of Xbox, is of course, new games coming out. This one isn't a new game, but it's actually on the Game Pass, and I saw that there's a sale for it, $14.99 for the Rare Replay. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's old school Rare games that, it's kind of like the Sega Genesis collection and those things where you've got a whole bunch of games from the Rare set that you can play. $14.99 on sale right now is a fantastic deal for it, especially digital, because all digital stuff is at full price. That's the problem.
Right, and for all those old rare games, I mean,
yeah, I think it's fantastic. So definitely something to check out. However, if you don't want to spend the money on it and you just want to play those old games to see if it's something you want, check out Game Pass.
Yeah, Game
for
Pass
$10
lets you
a
go
month.
and play them.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass right now, and if you don't like it, you don't buy it.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
And if you do like it, even if the sale goes out, you still anything you play on Game Pass that you like, while it's still on Game Pass, you get a discount on.
Right.
So I mean, really, that's a win-win.
I tell you, I have not found one thing that was, for me to regret getting Game Pass.
No. We're probably going to talk about that every time we do this video.
Yeah, until we find something that we regret about it.
Boy, I hope that never happens.
Me too.
Yeah. But Rare Replay, check it out. If you've already played it on Game Pass, definitely be aware that it is currently on Xbox Live for the $14.99. The next thing I want to talk about is the next game coming out October 8th, Indivisible.
Oh.
I don't know a whole lot about it. It looks fantastic. I've watched some gameplay. It's kind of this weird, interesting platformer meets RPG. It's got a mix of hand-drawn and kind of animated art.
Yeah.
It seems like it could be really interesting, and it looks like it's going to be a real graphically great game.
Looks good.
It does look good, but definitely check it out. Check out the reviews on it, and check out, or not the reviews because they haven't come out yet. There may be some pre-play reviews because a lot of places do that.
A lot of beta maybe they internally
and
play.
People who get the games early.
Yeah.
Wish I was one of those.
Yeah.
But it's if you like RPGs, you like platformers. It's got a little bit of both, but it looks really interesting. I'm kind of wondering how that's going to look. But that comes out on October 8th. Also on October 8th is Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince. I know about the Trine games. I've never played them. They're kind of these platformer 2D action side scrollers. And they've been around for a while.
Yeah, they've been around quite a while.
But I don't know a whole lot about them, unfortunately. All of the Trine games have great reviews. I mean, people are really into these games. And it comes out, the fourth one comes out on the 8th, and it looks to be even better than the last few. Better graphics, better gameplay. They've kind of worked on some stuff. They really stick to making the games better for their consumers.
Yeah.
Which is really impressive. So I may have to check out, some of the first or second ones. I'll find some that are on Xbox or backwards compatible. Maybe do a Let's Play on it to see how...
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, and see if I like it and end up having to buy Trine 4. The next thing... I don't know if you ever played Harvest Moon. Did you ever play Harvest Moon?
I played it a little bit, not as much.
Well, back in the day, I played Harvest Moon 64. I'm a weirdo. No, they're actually fantastic. They're just like Farmville and stuff like that. I mean, I play Farming Simulator 17 and 15 and all those. It's now, Harvest Moon became Story of Seasons.
Okay.
And so there's actually a new Story of Seasons coming out based on Doraemon. I don't know a whole lot about Doraemon. It's apparently like a kid's show overseas. But it's got this Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon as game, is going to have these characters in it, and it's going to be this. It's supposed to be a really good game. Everything that I've read about it says it looks like graphically it's going to be great. It's a good simulator, and it's going to have a whole lot of collectibles, all the gadgets from the Doraemon series, which if you know what it is, I unfortunately don't know a whole lot about it. I need to look that up.
Yeah.
But
I'd have to do some more reading.
Yeah, on the door, because I like anime, but I stick to a certain few animes. Mm-hmm. So not really my vein of expertise. But if you love Doraemon, you'll like the Harvest Moon series. Like I said, there's a lot of collectibles, a lot of tech gadgets from the show, from what I understand, that's going to be on there that you can collect and use.
Oh, yeah.
So, really big thing, and that's, once again, it's coming out on, I don't think I said this, October 11th. And then, finally, I never played a Grid series. I stuck to Forza and Gran Turismo, which is by far my favorite for a long time.
Gran Turismo has always been one of my favorites.
See, I play it now on Game Pass. It's actually, I think Forza
on
6 on Game Pass.
On Game Pass.
On Game Pass. I think it's Forza 6, and Horizons was on there for a while. I don't know if it still is.
I enjoyed the Need for Speed games.
I liked Underground.
Yeah, Underground was good.
Because it had Get Low.
Yeah.
Little John the East Side Boys. Everybody know about that song.
Well, and
that
you can
game.
pimp your cars out.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you ever play the Midnight Club series?
Yes.
Yep.
Driving around in an Escalade with 28s on it or something, and hitting the turbo button. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I like the Midnight. I like Need for Speed Underground. That was probably one of my favorite. That's what got me into racing games.
Yeah.
It got me into the games before I started playing Gran Turismo. Yeah. And then the Grid series is kind of the same thing. It's more racing than it is like, you know, running around like Forza is now. Yeah, all that. It's like they start. It's like how Need for Speed, or not Need for Speed, but how Forza started, where you're just racing tracks. Yeah. And you know, there's things like the GT, the super, the muscle cars, the stock cars. You got super modifieds, and there's a ton of cars to choose from. It looks like graphically, it's an amazing game.
I'd like to race some electric cars.
Like some Teslas versus some...
Nah, like some of them little mini roller skates.
Hey, speaking of electric stuff, this is a tech thing. I know it's in the middle of the game section, but Harley Davidson's coming out with a bike called the Livewire, I think, and it's fully electric.
Really?
Fully electric.
Oh, I wonder what that's going to do for their mufflers and their exhaust.
Can you imagine? I'm riding on a Harley, got a low rider. I mean, maybe they make the sound. Maybe
not possible.
Can you imagine?
Not possible.
Can you imagine if it's got speakers on the back of it to mimic the sound?
Let me go on and tell you, if you buy an electric Harley Davidson, I mean that's like buying an electric muscle car.
Well, I understand why they're doing it though.
It completely defeats the whole purpose of Harley Davidson, in my opinion.
Yes, Harley does have that very distinctive sound. I mean, that is their brand. Sure, we all know because no motorcycle needs to sound like that. No, they do it because they want to.
Right.
So, but at the same time, it does show a kind of an interesting switch that you're going to have a Harley, which a lot of people are Harley fans just because they're Harleys. Right. That's the only reason they buy them, because it's a Harley Davidson.
Just the name only.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know plenty of people that refuse to buy anything else but Harleys. Yeah. So, for those people who are wanting electric or wanting, you know, to be more environmentally conscious, this could be the way to do it. And it could be reaching their brand out to people who don't like that about Harley Davidson.
That's true.
It's expanding the brand.
And I give it for the company. We might do a review on that and see where that goes.
Yeah, we might have to go and look more about the Livewire and everything once it, you know, gets out and about and see what people think of it. I may see if I can find somebody that owns one and see what they think.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be fun to do.
We'll get him to test drive it.
I don't even have a motorcycle license.
I know, that'll be more fun.
You're the only one in this room that's driven a motorcycle.
I know.
Well, I mean, I've ridden dirt bikes and stuff, but I've always wanted to and just never did. I may actually just buy me a Livewire. But that's actually pretty cool. I was in the middle of something. Talking about Grid. Sorry, super tangent on that one. But Grid comes out on the 11th of October as well. It's, like I said, it's going to have a whole suite of different cars, just like any of the other games, because if you don't have a ton of different cars, you're not going to make it. Not with Forza out there. And then there's also, like I said, all the different game modes. It looks like it's going to be really interesting, and there's all the different series types. So yeah, definitely, if you've played the Grid series, then you know what it's about. I unfortunately never did. Like I said, I was all Forza and Gran Turismo. So that comes out on October 11th. But like I said, if you like the Grid series, definitely the way to go. You may or may not know about it. Definitely something to check out. But for now, that's going to be the end of our show for today, Absolutely. Unfortunately. Yep. But definitely check us out next time. Link in the comments below to our Twitter and our Twitch.
And subscribe.
Not in the comments. It's going to be in the notes. But
don't point down there.
Don't. Lord. But check us out on Twitter and Twitch. We'll keep you updated, like we said before. Sports, tech, gaming. It's all going to be there. Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.